Make the strings louder.
Hey, what are you gonna...
Today, I'm gonna paint the Supra with this roller brush, and then afterward, me and Trevor are gonna sign our marriage license in the wedding tent. Just kidding.
Wow. What are you really gonna paint?
The inside cabinet of the RV.
Should we bring it? Did you bring in that tile?
Mm-hmm.
So we went to Home Depot today.
We got this nice herringbone pattern.
Herringbone pattern for a backsplash.
And we're gonna see how it looks. I think
Kind of heavy.
good.
We're gonna make the RV really slow. I mean, I guess slower than it's gonna be with a race car and a
What? Slow?
20-some foot trailer on the back of it.
It's not gonna be slow because of that.
It might. All right, so we're Jamie's actually painting the cabinet in the RV, or at least the faces of them. So she got them all scuffed up with the lingering Scotch-Brite right there. But so kind of the plan is kind of this little backsplash, I guess.
That's gonna look nice. I wish the cabinets were already white.
Something like that. So that might be like the backsplash, and then Rust-Oleum actually has this like cabinet refinishing system. So basically you like sand the countertop, you put it like this epoxy stuff on it, you like throw a bunch of sprinkles on it. After that's done, you sand the sprinkles and you put like a clear coat over it.
I'm bad. I used a big brush. Oh, and I got some other thing.
Yeah, that brush is kind of big. You already got the ceiling.
Yep.
That's okay. It's okay. I'll just make you replace the ceiling.
Well, I think that's kind of the plan anyways, but
I don't know what we're gonna do with it though. Like,
I don't know either.
like that's the bad thing is like, what are we gonna do with it? I kind of want to get running. Let's do cheap things to it before
we find out that it's
a big project. So anyhow, Jamie's gonna be. I'm gonna leave Jaymie in here painting. Do you want me to get you a smaller brush?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get Jaymie. Well, then we have to run the extension cord all the way out here. So you got like an hour.
Yeah.
Hurry up, honey. What? Well, I bet if you use. I guess if you go around all the edges.
Well, in order to minimize brush strokes, you're supposed to do the edges and then go over with your rolly.
Oh.
You do, and it works. That's what I did for the front door. And then you don't have all of your like streaks. But this brush is kind of big.
Yeah. Should I get a paint? Should I get some painting in? Should I just let you do it so you don't get used to me helping you? What? I was gonna go mess with the paint booth. Oh geez, it ain't rolling.
Oh my god, we're just making a big mess. Holy cow. You got too much paint on it.
No, it's not rolling. Well, I think cause we let it
No, it's rolling.
Well,
it's too slick.
Oh geez. No, because the inside of it's catching because we had all that dried paint on the inside of it. Remember when I was trying to scrape it?
Do you know how a rolly works?
Yeah, it's got to have a smooth bearing, and it doesn't have a smooth bearing, so.
Yes, it does, because the bearing is inside of the foam thing. And that's what makes it roll. It does! What? It's rolling. I mean, it's rolling, but you had too much paint on it, and it wasn't. See?
Okay, maybe that's what it was.
The bearing is on the inside of the actual foam part.
I don't think it, but I think the bearing. I don't know this. Jamie's gonna mess with this. I'm gonna set you guys up with the time lapse with Jaymie, so you guys can hang out in here, and I'm gonna go mess with the paint boost a little bit, try to figure out some things with that, and get Jaymie a small brush. I tried this thing. It seems like it moves an alright amount of air. I definitely think I would probably need like at least two of them, maybe three, to kind of get enough volume going through the booth. But I have this fan right here, and so just for kind of shits and giggles, I put it right there. And as you can see, the whole booth is pretty much blown up. So you can see all the little side guys, and basically there's just air coming out of the booth like everywhere. So I feel air coming down and out. You'd see everywhere out of here is basically just blown up like that. Same thing with well, you can't really feel air coming through here, I think, because it's actually, you know, kind of sealed in there. But yeah, so kind of gives me some other ideas. Like I said, I don't think I necessarily have to have it 100% sealed, just because if I have it more so positive pressure, it's going to push everything out anyhow. And honestly, if I just did it like this and left it open to where it just blew out all of the stuff underneath it, and I knew 100% that I had clean air going in it, I don't think I would really have that many issues. So let's say instead of having this fan hanging right here, let's say I had it up here on the top, kind of supported, you know, maybe on that thing or something like that with a hole cut in it, with a nice filter, something maybe even slowing down the air a little bit. Let's see, it's on number one. But I mean, I think in that aspect, then it would just push the, you know, all the dirt and all the overspray right out of the bottom, almost like a downdraft paint booth.
Okay, so I'm all done painting the inside cabinets. It was much easier than painting the actual doors, which I feel like that was much faster.
Yeah,
You know?
there's a lot less to paint.
Yeah, well, I didn't have to take off all the hardware and stuff again.
Now you just get to put it all back together.
I know, but probably wait
Yeah.
until it's all for sure dry, because I don't want it to stick.
Yeah, so maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
You think tomorrow? Put the oh, tomorrow it's gonna look so good. Alright, so we'll continue tomorrow.
And I'm so excited to...
What about that?
Well, I'm excited just to find a backsplash.
Yeah.
Like this is like... And then it's gonna be like a little finished piece.
Yeah. Like one chunk.
Yeah.
One chunk out of it. Well, yeah, if we could finish like the kitchen area,
then it'd be
and
like less
and make it look nice in here, like with a floor and like whatever we decide to do with the floor. We're thinking about getting some of that like fake wood with like little foam on the bottom, pull out all the carpet, and then just do it wood all the way. Maybe do like a little bit of carpet up here where like the driver is, but you know, pretty much this whole thing carpet. And
I'm trying to peel off the wallpaper, maybe.
Maybe peel off the wallpaper, and then if underneath the wallpaper is wood paneling, we're just gonna leave it because that looks good. All right, we'll continue tomorrow. All right, so David had these like paint booth filters. This is like a spray bake one. I'm not sure exactly where it went in there, but it's kind of restrictive if you just kind of use it by yourself. But we put one of these pleats kind of around that, and that seemed like it worked all right, but that definitely doesn't have enough volume. You'd almost need like 2 or 3 of them. And then there's this bag. I don't know what kind of bag this is. This bag almost had the most volume. So if we could get, and you have a couple of these, if we just got like 2 of these and just had them like positioned, like almost one at the back of the booth and one at the front of the booth, like one pointing in this way and the other one pointing that way, and then had this bag like kind of hung in there as like a, almost like an overhead like filtration sack, I guess, and then just had, you know, and then have it basically evacuating out of the bottom, kind of how I thought. I think that might work. This thing has a lot of volume, but the problem is filtering that volume. So there's this stuff, which we don't really know about that either, but that just is super restrictive.
I wonder if you're supposed to pull this off, because I almost feel like this, it doesn't go through that.
Is it tacky? Well, that's a lot of foam.
Yeah,
too.
We got that huge fan.
Yeah. So the other thing is we're gonna run into town. I gotta go return this to the junkyard I borrowed it from, and then see if they have some parts for the white F350. So we'll go check that out, and then we'll be back. All right, so we're looking at this this body. This was a 2014 F550 that kind of went into a ditch and I guess rolled a little bit. So it has this upper support right here, but you can see like they broke the radiator getting it out of it. it has this cab corner, which this is a single cab corner. So I mean, I'm kind of curious if it's the same. Maybe we'll have to look up part numbers. The other thing is, it has this whole support on this side, you know, like the little frame rail, and then like airbox and some other things if any of the stuff that I have is broken, and the lower radiator support. So that might be an option for some parts. All right, so back at the shop now. We got went to the pawn shop and found 2 of these fans. So this one, I think it was like 50 bucks out the door, and they're like 54. And then this one was, I think it was like 52 or something. No, I think they're pretty much the same. I think this guy just paid tax. It was like 50 bucks plus tax on them. And yeah, normally these things, I think this one was like 110 on Amazon shipped, because it's like a China one. This is like a better one, I guess, and it's, I don't know, but overall they move a decent amount of air. And so I think kind of the plan is we have like this bag filter right here, whatever you want to call it, and it kind of has this thing where it tightens down, so on the inside of it. So we'll go ahead and kind of get that on here, around those, tighten them down, and kind of the plan is to go ahead and cut the, you know, about 6 or so inches off of the pole, so that we could get the tarp all the way to the ground, basically tape it. And then we also got these filters right here, and then so the plan with those is to basically put them like right in here, something like that, or maybe towards the bottom, but basically cut out and kind of, you know, tape around them so that the overspray coming out of these kind of traps the paint a little bit at least, so that way, you know, we're not kind of getting too much overspray into the shop. You know, I mean, I almost think the, you know, the downdraft kind of idea still would kind of work, but you know, I think this might work as well. So especially with the kind of the filtered air coming in, and you know, basically we'll have kind of the 2 bags of clean air kind of, we'll almost just like poke through right here and put, or kind of, I think we're gonna do it right here, basically poke through up there, and then have it sticking through up here with the bag kind of hanging out, and then we could have like almost a bungee cord holding it up, because it has like a little drawstring on the end of it. And then we'll have like a filtered bag of air is essentially kind of the thought process, I guess. And then it will be taped on the floor, and then we'll have, you know, those little filters kind of going along the sides or whatever for exhausting the fumes. So I guess now we just need to pull out like half of these things, you know, half of the poles, and cut them down. We'll see where that gets us.
On the driver's seat.
What'd you do?
I don't want to go in there. It'll like get you.
What kind
It's over there. I don't know if there's, how many are left, but one left.
Oh, what up?
How do we get it out?
Jamie left the door open, and there's a Boyd in here now, though. That one looks angry.
There was several just a second ago, but I think they escaped, hopefully. I didn't want to get you.
You could go out this window, little Boyd. Jamie. Well, I guess it's not Jamie's fault, but.
This has been a day of critters.
Alright, dude, go out this run, go out this window.
Why isn't it working?
Oh, did you just poop?
I hope not.
Okay, he went out.
Did it leave?
Yeah.
Oops. There was several in here when I first walked in. I know. First a centipede in the sink. And then birds.
Stinky Boyds. Oh no!
Oh shoot! Did you just rub your hand?
Yeah, that's
against
That's fresh bird poop.
Oh,
That's the freshest turd that's been in here. Alright, so Jamie, now we got the bird out of here. Jamie has all the hardware. And did you find the the bits? The square bit?
Oh, I didn't look because I got distracted.
Okay. Well, we might have to go buy bits because I don't know where that bit is. What's this thing supposed to do?
Okay, so
Careful.
I know you don't believe me that a heat gun will work. But I've been doing the research, so you're supposed to score the wallpaper. And then you're supposed to spray your solution on it, and then it'll like run down the scoring of it, and then use a heat gun, and then it'll peel up.
Oh, okay, that sounds good.
I'd show you. I just want to test that out.
Well, I gotta wipe off this poop still.
Yeah, that's sick. I don't know where those bits are.
Alright, so I went ahead and I got this side all cut. So you can see it actually has a little bit of, you know, stuff on the bottom where the tent could actually stay on it. The wall stays a little bit firmer. It also does have these little Velcro things that kind of go around it and hold it together a little bit. So I definitely think it's a lot better. I think it cut off, I think it was almost 5 inches. So you can see on this side, we got the nice big hole, and then on this side we got, it's nice and tight on the ground. And the cool part about that is I have all this extra tube now, and I could pie cut a wastegate dump tube for the Supra. I think that'll be tight. All right, so we got kind of a mock-up thing right here. So we have this thing basically pointed inside, and then inside we have this bag. So you can see this bag, it's basically like a big filter. I don't even know what it really is, but it's got foam all the way on the inside of it, so it should catch all the crap. It's got this little thing kind of holding it up here, and then on the bottom it has like this cinch thing. So we basically cinched it around here and taped it just for temporary purposes. But if we turn this on, come in here, we zip this down. So you can see the sides of the booth are already kind of blowing out, and that's only with one of these things. So it's obviously pressurizing the inside of it. We do not have any of the top seams like on the outside of the tent taped, so we don't have any of that stuff taped, and we don't have the ends right here taped either. And then the bottom, we don't have the bottom of it taped. So I'm not sure if we'll actually end up taping the bottom or not, or if we'll just kind of leave it how it is and just wet the floor down, because it's, like I said, it's going to be a positive pressure system anyhow, and then put some of those like exhaust filters just so that there's not overspray kind of going out into the shop. It at least kind of goes through another form of filtration. I'm just curious if those will actually kind of clog up or not over time. I'm sure they will. Probably have to replace them, but they're only like $4 for 2 of them. But yeah, definitely got pressure in here. So 2 of these, basically same exact setup in the back, and then filters up here in the front.
Trevor's cracked.
What?
Dave's cracked.
Nothing but love.
Why are you discouraged?
Because, well, I mean, if you look at what it looks like before, it looks good. And if you stand back here, it looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go closer and you see like some of the nicks and scratches from whenever it was being transported, the cabinet.
Who did that?
You did.
Oh.
Well, and it doesn't help that I wasn't able to like touch the cabinets for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But them being stacked on top of each other, these things happened. And I think...
That's weird how those are staggered.
Well, I don't think I'm a very good cabinet installer. These were backwards at first.
Mm-hmm.
So I accidentally put these on upside down. But they're better now. But I still don't know why this is. I just think I'm not very good at installing it. It was kind of hard to do by myself.
Yeah.
Because this one's crooked.
So and then Jaymie wanted to pull off the wallpaper, and then I stuck my knife in it and started pulling, and then you can see this is kind of wet right here because it rained last night. Well, I think it's rained off and on for the past couple of days, so I
Yeah,
think a little
after I
bit.
said that it never rains here. It
Yeah,
started
then
raining.
so we have there's a little patch over here on the side that, so this is a
This
little
is like
bit.
the worst area of it.
This
I
is like a
think.
little damp.
This is the worst area.
Yeah,
so
that
take
is.
them off.
No, she doesn't want me to stick them. But I mean, they look really good. I like that color like combination too, like the
And
white.
I lined this, just the drawers so far,
Mm-hmm.
but it was really dirty and gross. And I'm not a very good drawer liner either.
It looks a lot better though. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I mean, stand back over here and it's like, oh, they look nice.
I know. I'm scared
No.
that I'm not gonna like them during the day though.
No, they look good.
But, oh well.
This is like the same thing when I paint a car and I stand back and look at it and I'm like, this thing looks like crap, and then you sit there and you tell me, no, it looks good. That's how I feel. I'm like, honey, it looked good. It looks really good.
I mean, I like
Well, okay,
it.
so I had to redo. I'm redoing the Supra, so you get to redo these. How
No,
about
I'm
that?
not redoing
You
it.
don't want to do that.
It's
Well,
not worth it.
we got this whole other side to tackle too.
Yeah. Well, I kind of want to remove it, but I don't want to. So.
Yeah, I don't want to.
But if you remove it, it'll be. I want it open.
Yeah, but then where are we gonna eat?
Oh, I mean, you could put a different table there, but I just want it
Yeah,
open.
but then that's a bed. Where's baby gonna
Yeah,
sleep?
I know, but like, haven't you seen, like, there's like little drawers in it, like you could put drawers and storage and
All kind of stuff.
there's like tables that you can lift up and down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, and
Hi guys, so all those things are taped up in the back, and then so we put 2 of these filters right here. But I mean, you can't really feel like the volume, and I almost feel like the amount of like air that those things put out is based on the resistance of them. So that, like, as you can see, the whole tent is basically bulged out, so you can feel. I mean, there is some coming through here, but I mean, I guess the rest is probably going through like all these little areas, but I just feel like they operate within a certain pressure limit of restriction. But as soon as you open this right here, it just I mean, it all just, like, you could just feel it. Like, you just stand here and it's like it's windy. Not really super windy, but like you could feel like a little breeze coming on you as you do that. So I mean, since it is a positive pressure booth, I mean, you could still see that the sides are blown up. And then, like, even if I went down to like right here and basically just let all the, you know, the overspray or whatever just kind of be pushed out of here, I think it would probably be like perfectly fine. So we did tape up the top. That'll kind of keep, you know, dust and stuff from kind of lingering in there, or like getting in there or whatever. But I don't know, I think we're close. I think all I need to do is sand the damn car now, and then I don't even think I'm gonna worry about taping the bottoms to the ground. Maybe just like that first section, and then leave the back of this open and kind of let it kind of, you know, do what it wants to do almost. Hi guys, so that's pretty much gonna be it for this video. Still trying to decide what exact color scheme and thing and whatever, if I'm gonna do vinyl or not. Some guy sent me a really cool kind of rendering. He basically, instead of doing the black, silver, and the red, it was basically just black and red, and then just did like this really like cool cross cut, like, I don't know, like aggressive looking vinyl, like instead of the stripe. Like it is the stripe, but I don't know. I'll put the thing on the screen, but check that out. Hopefully you guys are looking at it right now. But I appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully by the end of the week this thing should be sprayed. Whether or not I decide exactly what color or scheme or whatever it's gonna be, but hopefully it'll be cool.